Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Water Dragons is a racing game published by HABA Games. HABA makes some of the greatest children's games, and they're probably the #1 children's game publishing line in the world and has been for a very long time. Some of their games can be a little derivative, but this is one that does have a nice little twist to it. It is going to be a racing game, and every player is going to have a dragon they'll be racing. This dragon is going to come up in the water, will have a head, a body, and a tail. The tail can never pass the body, and the body can never pass the head, and vice versa if you were going backwards. So, but the rest of your body or torso will be underwater, so you're not really moving it. You can roll the dice. You can roll it up to 3 times, kind of like Yahtzee, I suppose. And that will tell you what body part you can move and how many spaces you can move. There is a shark one where if you roll that, then the tail has to catch up. The head, 2 body parts have to collide, and that can kind of push you back sometimes. But you want to use it to move forward as much as possible. You want to get your whole body to the end within that rule constraint, and it's just a little small race for children. I really like this one. This is a really fun racing game for kids. It gives them just enough strategy to be thinking about, do I want to pull that tail up, or do I want to wait for something else? When I want to move this body part up, the strategies of which ones you want to move and move forward, and then when you're rolling the dice, do I want to keep that, or do I want to re-roll it? There's enough here for kids. This is a good one, and one you may not have heard of. This is, Monza, probably one of my favorite racing games for children. This is one I think you should seek out. It's very, very fun, and one that you might have missed. That's Water Dragons, an absolute keeper for me. Here is Water Dragons by HABA Games, a dice racer across the sea, 5+. And I would say the game is about, depending on the dice rolls, I guess, maybe 15 minutes long, and I think it accomplishes all of that. When you open it up, there's not going to be any kind of insert in here. I will eventually bag this up. You're going to get a bunch of small cards. These will work great with the game. Kind of don't have a lot of artwork on them. The sharks are really cool. I think they stand out quite a bit. But they feel good in the hand, and they work for this purpose. When you see the flow of the game, you'll be like, that's an appropriate size. You're going to get, for each of the different colors, you're going to get a head, a little body that will pop up, and a tail. I think they're super duper cute. And they kind of made out of something like a meeple would be made out of. You're going to get one little die. This is not a roll and move, so I don't want to scare you off. It's custom made. And HABA has these big chunky dice all the time. And then you're going to get the player board. The player board's actually kind of cool, actually. It goes together like a puzzle. And you're going to put that together like that. Then you'll have where the cards will be up. See how it kind of all fits there? I think it works really nice up here where the cards will go in, etc. And then you'll have some of these that will be face up as you're playing through. I think it all works well, and the components are very good. As for the rulebook, with HABA, you're always going to get multiple languages, which is fine. This one doesn't get that thick. Luckily for me, at least, English at the start of this book. You're going to have a picture of setup over here on the left, and how to play with what the cards and the dice are going to do. I think it's a really good, helpful thing. And then the last page, which will be a couple more of the dice sides and the end of the game and how you win, etc. So it's not that long, really. It's just about 1.5 pages to play, and they just take a really good job of spacing out the dice thing. So you can probably learn this in just maybe 2 minutes. You can read through this, and you'll be up and rolling and having a great time. Setup the game is really easy. You're going to have your race. You're going to have the tail on the back, the body in the middle, and the head at the front. You'll shuffle the deck, and you'll put 4 up here. What you're trying to do is you need to get your head all the way down, your body, and your tail in these spaces. First person to do that will win the game. Now, in order to play the game, on a turn, you're going to roll the die. And whatever you roll, the color that you roll will be assigned to the card. Can you kind of see there's yellow, red, blue, and black? So, for example, if I rolled a black, I could activate this card. This card says I can move any of the pieces of the body 3 spaces. So let's do that. I could go 1, 2, 3, or I could have went 1 here, and 1 here. That would be a legal move too. And then a new card would come out for the next player. If you roll it and you're like, hey, I don't want to use this, then you can do up to 2 more rerolls. So 3 total rolls, kind of like Yahtzee. The 2x means I can move any body part up to 2 spaces. So I can move the head 2, I can move the head 1 and the tail 1. I can move the body 1 and that 1. When you do that, you're going to take all these out, put them in the discard pile, and bring out 4 new cards. Now, the majority of these cards are going to let you move, like this says, move the middle 4. So a little bit of strategy to it. So the green was moving here. He only has 2 that he can move. So maybe he doesn't want to do that on his first roll if he rolled a black. So he may do another reroll. The star's going to let you pick whatever you want. So he might say, you know what, my best option, I got to pick one of these. I'll pick this tail that can move 5. Even though 1, 2, 3, I can only move 3, but it keeps somebody else from being able to move all of that 5. The only other card in the deck is the shark. What the shark allows you to do is allows you to pull everything in towards this. So say I was in a situation like this, and I was going to use the shark card, it would pull this in close to the body. Or if I had a situation like this, it would pull this back and this forward, but strategically that might be able to help me. Once again, the first person to get all 3 of their pieces to this is the winner of the game. Who should buy this game? If you're looking for a children's game and you want a children's racing game, I don't think you can go wrong with Water Dragons. It has a really neat little dragon motif. It looks really nice on the table with some great components, and it gives a lot of strategy to the kids, and they're starting to implement these as they go in a very simple rule constraint. I like it a lot. What I recommend, and River Dragons is a keeper for us.